All right, guys, what's going on? This is Jonathan from Pitch Investors Live, and I am here with Matthew and Damien. So what's going on? So we are now kicking into gear 2019. So we haven't done a lot of videos for you guys in the last Q4. So we want to keep you guys a little bit more informed and let you know what has been happening in the background. Okay, what is going on now and a little bit of the plans of what we have going on for the future. So myself, I am super excited right now about what we have going on for 2019, and we're kicking into gear hard for Q1. Okay, one of the major updates that we have for you guys that is happening right now as we speak is that we actually launched the Progressive Web App. Okay, the Progressive Web App was a huge thing because when we launched iOS, we only had iOS, and that's only 20% of the marketplace. So having the Progressive Web App allows us to be on Android and desktop, which people have been asking for like crazy. So imagine just for 1 second, we have just 5x'd our demographic around the world, okay? And a lot of the older generation, they want desktops. So this was a huge improvement. We're now in beta as we speak right now, and we can provide the link. We would love for you guys to actually help us get into sync with what's going on. Okay, so we have a lot of updates for marketing, the dev side, tokenization, and some of the cool things we have going on. So I'm gonna let Damien go ahead and kick off a few of the updates that we have going on.
Awesome, Jonathan. Yeah. So as Jonathan says, we're excited to have the Progressive Web App up and running almost. One of the biggest demand from people was, hey, I want to use it on desktop, I want to use it on Android, and that was a common feedback we got when we were educating our entrepreneurs, and excited to have it up and running. And we're going to be working now on user acquisition. So how do we educate people from around the world about the project? How do we feed them video? How do we ensure that they are well equipped to take their first pitch? And how do we nurture them along the process so that they go on and they give their pitch, and not only do they give the pitch, but that we get a testimonial and we're able to share it with many other people from all around the world. And the feedback we've got from our customers, entrepreneurs, startups, wherever they may be, has been tremendous.
And fully funded, right? We've had literally people fully funded, guys. That's freaking amazing from pitches, right, Dan?
Yeah, it's incredible. And some of the calls that I'm getting on with are from people in Angola and New Zealand, and they have all these amazing ideas. And when they heard about the project, they were truly fascinated. So it's amazing when I get to speak to these people and I hear their pain points, and when they hear about what we can do for them, it's just truly inspiring and motivating for me, so that I can go out there and help more people. So again, user acquisitions. How do we show the product to more people? We're working on a funnel right now, almost complete with it. We're going to be driving some traffic to that and working with different packages. Excited with an amazing promotion that's coming up right now, which Jonathan can talk about later, regarding a Suge Knight pitch that is coming up later.
Tell them who Suge Knight is, though. Tell them who Suge Knight is. This is big, guys. I'm very excited about this, but I'll let Damien tap on it.
Yeah, so we met a gentleman by the name of Darryl Mack, and he's in partnership with Suge Knight and another gentleman, and it is going to be the most anticipated hip-hop story in history. As you guys know, Suge Knight, media and
Death Row
Records, mogul. He got in a lot of trouble, etc. But he's selling the rights to his life story, and we actually have signed contracts and stuff where we're going to be actually putting him onto the platform, branding it out, and actually having him pitch one of our top investors.
Yeah, he's actually going to be pitching Kevin Harrington. And Kevin Harrington has heard a lot about this story, and there's all kinds of cool backstory to this whole entire thing. But just imagine Death Row Records, Tupac Shakur, Snoop Dogg. This is literally the elite of the elites in a time. Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? This story is going to be phenomenal. And if you've noticed, there hasn't been any movies that Suge Knight was in that he wasn't in more than 15 minutes. This is actually going to be the life story, and he has the signed rights, and that's going to be something popping up as a pitch, Kevin himself. So I'm really excited about that.
I think we just did the pitch.
We did it, yeah. So one of our goals is to expand beyond fintech and these other industries, and hopefully with this, it's going to propel us into that music industry or into media or into film. We don't know, but definitely it's something exciting that we're looking forward to. It'll be up and coming in the next few weeks, we believe.
Yeah.
So that's that side of it. More users. How do we drive more people to the actual platform? And with PWA, that's going to help a lot. So the other aspect is education. So what are we doing once they come on and figure out about our platform? So we have We have Ashley Cheeks doing a phenomenal job the past few months. You know, what she does is she goes on and she figures out, you know, do they need work with their pitch? Do they need work with their business plan? And she takes them through a scenario of, you know, updates where they're more confident in delivering that pitch. We also have Drew coming on, which we will be announcing him to the public. I think we've announced him already, but another educator coming on board.
Legal, a writer previously for Forbes and a whole bunch of like cryptocurrency and all kinds of different magazines out there. Very knowledgeable individual. He's going to be helping educating more together with Ashley.
So the other two updates, guys, I'll keep it quick. The Pitch Brand Ambassador program, we are scaling that out. As you guys know, we were in beta mode for quite some time. Want to make sure we get everything correct and in line. So again, we're going to be pushing that really hard in 2019. Excited. And if you know anyone that would want to contribute or rep the brand, please reach out to us. The next part is the Pitch Brand Ambassador podcast. So we're actually launching a podcast over the next couple of weeks. We're actually thinking of the name right now. We don't know what we're going to call it.
And it's going to be like a fireside chat / live. Not an actual podcast, but it's going to be basically in line because we thought of the idea, you know, and together with Adam Kemper, one of our members, also about doing an actual podcast. But we decided on starting a live with it.
Yeah, we started off with like some nice branded Facebook Lives, and again, if it goes well, we can, you know, move it into more of a podcast, more formal setting. But for now, it's about getting that Facebook virality and pushing more people to the platform. So if you guys know of any entrepreneurs, celebrities, or you yourself, if you have a particular niche and you want to showcase that to our platform, we'd love to have you on as board as well. So it's another traffic mechanism that we're using along with the funnel, social media, and the ambassador program to push more people in to know, like, and trust the platform, so they ultimately pitch and increase the revenue model as we go forward in 2019.
Yeah, traffic. Awesome.
Traffic. So traffic. So along with the funnel, we're going to be starting to test some traffic and see which is converting. We're building out the funnel. Again, you know, Facebook ads, Instagram, etc. We have some of the top Facebook ads experts in the world. We're going to be, as soon as we have the funnel pretty much ready to go, you will see some ads being run on the platform.
You'll be seeing us on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you will be hit from every angle. Do not worry.
Yes.
That's
Please
coming.
forgive us.
Yeah. So that's an update on the marketing side. I'll pass you back to Jonathan now. And
So what I love about this podcast, fireside chat, Facebook Live, that Adam and Drew are going to kind of be taking care of on that end, and we have a couple other people that might be joining inside that, is that we're going to have celebrities, we're going to have moguls, we're going to have all kinds of people. Also, Kevin Harrington is going to be getting involved in one form or another. Can't tell you guys exactly how he's doing that just yet, but that's something to expect. And we're going to have some really cool people. I'm very excited also to take some of these fireside chats myself. So that's something that's going to be really fun, and we're trying to kick that off by the end of this month, beginning of February. Okay, so look out for that, but let's go ahead and give it over to Matt so we can get some updates on dev and tokens and kind of some of the juice that helps the mechanism run. You know what I'm saying?
the boring stuff.
That's his favorite part. That's his favorite part. That's his favorite part.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they talked about the progressive web app, and one thing that we should also mention is that one of the problems we had when we were iOS only is that Apple is super strict about what you do in your app. So we tried to build in some crypto-ish features into the iOS app, and Apple gave us a hard time about that. The progressive web app is completely in our control, so we're able to actually, you know, we want to build something in, we can do it. We don't have to ask anyone for permission, except the lawyers. But
only legal, only legal,
but not Apple. So that's good. So the other thing that gets us is access to Android, because our Android app is basically the progressive web app running on Android, and so that's super cool. Now moving on to another development that we've had that we haven't really talked about publicly. We have smart contracts live on the Rinkeby testnet. So look, we also have an IPFS hosted dApp. If you're into crypto for the technical angle, you know what these things mean. If not, you're still welcome to help us test it. All you need is Chrome and MetaMask, and we can help you get set up. If you want to test it, we'll send you the link. This
And
is
contact
cool.
us direct. If you want the links, we'll hook you guys up and we can take you through the process, you know, so you
We'll
can
send you some
involved.
fake pitch tokens, some fake ethers, so you can just try
Yeah,
it all out.
and you can actually test it out yourself. Yeah.
So this is cool. We've been extra quiet about this stuff. We don't want to release anything publicly that either doesn't work properly or that gets us in trouble. So we're being extra careful about this. But point is, we're on Rinkeby. That's great. The next stage, there are 2 stages that are going to happen more or less at the same time. One is we're going to be doing auditing of our contracts. We also have a little bit more development to do. We're going to improve some things. But we'll do auditing on our testnet contracts, and also we are going to start this week integrating our development version of our website with the testnet contracts. We're going to make sure that the user interface is really beautiful. We don't want to produce something that, like most decentralized apps, is clunky and difficult to use. We want it to be easy. And so we're working on that now. That's this week we're starting on the UI. So you won't see this on the main site for maybe a couple weeks, maybe a little longer. We've got to run it through legal before we put anything on the main site, but we are working on it, and you can check it out. So
would be good. And let's talk a little bit about we recently got into exchange.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
we can announce that too.
Okay, yeah. So we're on Uniswap, uniswap.exchange. You can buy or sell pitch, and you can also add liquidity to the pitch ether exchange. So if you're interested in that, go to uniswap.exchange and just check it out.
Yeah, so that was a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little update on there. And then getting everything on testnet, you know, and for us, basically getting through this process is awesome. It's been extremely educational for us, like learning all these things, you know, and then obviously dealing with legal, you know, seeing what these tech companies have to go through just to be able to launch certain things, you know. And having to go through the legal process is really cool, and we've noticed a lot of things, and obviously it takes a lot of time to make sure we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's. So we've been doing the best of our capability to stay on point so that we build an amazing product for you guys, and that's what we've been doing.
And also last year, you guys all know, you've all been following the space, you know, the landscape was changing so fast.
Oh, it's completely changed, evolved from what we launched.
This is the legal landscape. The next minute, it's completely changed, and you know.
Yeah,
we've all been watching that. So.
And you guys know the good thing about our team is that we've been adaptive as hell. The companies that basically you've seen that haven't been as adaptive are no longer here. Crazy enough, a lot of these companies are not. So we've been extremely adaptive to the new environment, and I would have to say we're doing a phenomenal job, and that's why we're getting back into some really good momentum after building out a lot of this stuff and the progressive web app coming out. You know, so now it's time for us to get some exposure. So we need you guys also to help us out, you know what I mean? Join our brand ambassador program. Come and join us for some of our calls that we sometimes have. Come and see what you can do to help us basically push this to the next level.
Come and meet us if you're in
Yeah, come and meet us. If you're down in South Florida, you know, we're thinking also, and anyone has any ideas too, we're thinking about, you know, probably within the next 6 months, maybe having some small events. We're talking to actually Brian Harrington and Kevin Harrington. Basically, we're talking to them to see about having a little small event pop up down here. So you guys are also all going to be invited to when we have like these little masterminds / little networking gigs that we're going to do. So we're definitely just looking forward to everything. We want to give you guys an update, you know, so we appreciate you guys very much, and looking forward to give you guys more updates and launching out something amazing.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.